Hey guys, I want to talk with you a little bit today about a way that you can never get rejected again, or a method to do that. Or maybe it's a bit much to say never, but I would just say rarely get rejected when you're doing your cold approaches out there in the real world. This is kind of building on a segment that I did a few days ago where I was talking about the right mindset to have when you're going up and approaching a woman in a real world everyday setting. If you want the full breakdown on that one, go back and check that video out. But the nutshell of what I was talking about there was just going up and trying to cold approach somebody with the sole goal and mindset of just feeling out their energy. And based on where their energy's at, then you allow that to dictate the actions that you take. And this is really just elaborating and building on top of that segment, like I said. But the concept here is very simple. There's no showstoppers here or no magic pill that I'm going to give you. But the answer is quite literally, you'll never get rejected or rarely get rejected if you only make offers when the circumstances are right, and you don't make offers when the circumstances are wrong. Now, I know that seems very simple and should be common sense, but of course, a lot of us, we overlook this and we override that notion in the heat of the moment. There's a lot of excitement and anxiety probably that you're dealing with. And it's hard to keep sight of that. But if you have this in the back of your mind and you learn to do this stuff a little bit more, like I said, your rejection rate will go down because, like I said, the whole idea here is that you're not going to make an offer to try to exchange contacts or meet with somebody else again or take them out on a date sometime if they're not feeling it, if they're not giving you good energy back. So to recap that, I mean, if your read on her energy is not good, she's trying to get away, she's trying to end the conversation, she's not inquisitive about you, and you can just tell that she's not into the moment or you or whatever it is, she doesn't want to be talked to, it's fine, whatever the case might be. But in that circumstance, don't make an offer, and you won't get rejected if you take that course, right? So don't give her anything to reject if that's the circumstance. If, on the other hand, though, you do like I'm saying, and you try intentionally to read her energy, if it's good, if she seems excited to talk to you, if she's staying there, not trying to end the conversation and get away, then that's a very big green light. And this is what I'm talking about. Your success rate will go up if you keep this in mind and you only make offers on the good energy situations and you don't make offers on the bad energy situations. It's just like I said, a very simple thing, but something that is hard to keep at the front of your mind in the moment. And I think there's a lot of people out there that would look at these two scenarios and say, well, I don't care if it's good or bad. I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm just going to roll the dice. I'm going to throw the Hail Mary up. Like, even if she's not, giving you good energy, you're just saying, well, hey, screw it, I'm there. I'm just going to throw it out. Like, what the hell? Well, that's fine. You can do whatever you please to do, but my perspective on that now is I think that's kind of a bullshit way to go. Why would you offer your presence any longer in somebody else's midst if they don't want to talk with you, or they're not happy that you're there, or they're just not clearly like giving you receptive, positive energy back? I think that's kind of selling yourself short. I think that's devaluing yourself is the way that I look at it. It's like each and every one of you, I hope, develops the mindset that you are a valuable individual, you are a hot commodity, you are a good person, you are an individual that has a lot to offer whoever this person that you've chosen to go up and walk to and be brave and try to, have some courage and make a cold approach and just put yourself in front of somebody. So like I said, you're devaluing yourself, or you're not, I don't think you're holding your own value in high enough standards if you're just going to give it away to anybody, even people that clearly like don't want you there. Like, why would you sell what you've got to somebody who's not interested? That is not what people who offer quality products to the world. I mean, think about every segment of sales that you might be in. Whatever, there's many ways that you could look at this, but I think it's particularly important when we're talking about human beings and you as an individual and what you've got to offer. It's like, no, like you need to have this mindset that it's like you are of high value, and it's not for sale, or I'm not making an offer for my further presence if you're not showing a receptive nature to it. So I just think, like I said, in those situations, I don't recommend that you throw up the Hail Mary. It will probably only serve to dilute your spirits even further. Maybe there's a 1 time out of 10 or a 1 in 100 where you show that persistence, you hang in there, and you try to solicit attention and get her number, trade contacts, whatever. But odds are you're going to deal with a lot of bullshit down the line from that, like just trying to get this person to go on a date. And even if you do meet with them, you're already starting at a deficit. They probably weren't interested in you at all from the get-go. Maybe you're just somebody to occupy time or give them attention or whatever it is. But there's a very big difference in life between somebody who's clearly genuinely interested in getting to know you and giving you a chance versus somebody where you're having to fight and convince them, let's say, that your presence is a good thing in their lives. And I think that's the wrong way to go when you get to a certain point where you've worked on yourself and you have accomplished the very hard task of just building yourself into a strong, valuable individual that knows beyond a shadow of a doubt, what your value is, what you bring to the world, when what you could possibly offer this other person that you're choosing to interact with. So once you start looking at yourself that way, you're really going to have a mindset change. And I think you'll agree with me that these Hail Mary scenarios are not going to be of much value to you. It's just like, no, keep moving. Like they didn't want your presence. That's fine. Not everybody's going to like you. Nobody says you're not here to twist anybody's arm into liking you on this earth. And just to wrap it all up here, you in these situations where it goes that way and it's not positive, like I said, you can avoid rejection altogether by not even making an offer. And you get to walk away with your head held high, and it's a lot more powerful, I think, way to leave that situation. I think it shows a lot of strength and just mental and emotional intelligence to that other person. And I think people also really respect that as well in the closing moments of this interaction that you might have had with somebody. Just when you show them that hey, I tried to talk to you, like, hey, thanks for chatting for a few minutes. It didn't go like great or whatever, but it's like, well, hey, nice to meet you. Like, have a nice day, happy holidays, whatever it is. And you kind of see this like visibly like positive reaction when you leave the situation under those circumstances versus when you hang in there and you linger and you're trying to make something where there just isn't anything. It's just like that really puts people off. So like I said, very simple. The way to avoid rejection is to not make offers when the situation is not right. Hope you guys are having a great day. We'll talk to you real soon.